Melanie, how are you today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. So this is our fourth session, and before we get started, I just wanted to recap of what we've talked about. And you were talking about being diagnosed with anorexia about 6 months ago, and the reason for that was because you were picked on as a child, and all throughout your childhood you were told that you were chubby. So you felt that you were unloved because of that. And so to gain people's love, you thought that if you lost the weight by becoming anorexic that they would love you more, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then you were talking about the stress of being diagnosed because you didn't want to be labeled and you didn't want people to see you differently. How do you feel about that?
I think I'm still having a little trouble with it. I mean, I want to be seen just as me and not the girl with anorexia. And I feel like since I've been diagnosed, people see me differently, so that's hard to handle.
Have you talked to them about it?
I've tried, but it's hard to let them know how I feel about it. They seem to think that nothing has changed, but I know I can see it and I can feel it, so.
Yeah. So maybe we could talk about later on about how you are feeling about that and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But first I want to see, how are you dealing with your disorder? How are you managing your eating and your exercise?
Well, I'm going to the weekly meeting, and for the anorexics group, and I'm going to the gym 4 to 5 times a week, and eating full meals all the time. So I think I'm managing pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I feel fit, so.
Good. And tell me about your classes.
They're going good. They're a bit stressful, but I'm trying to juggle everything together.
Mm-hmm. So do you feel like your stress level is increasing?
A little bit.
A little. And how are you coping with that?
Well, going to the gym helps out and relieve some stress, and try to talk to my counselor about it, and these sessions help, and just talk to others who are facing similar situations as me.
Good. And you have been able to find people to talk to about it?
I have. The weekly meetings have really helped.
Good. And they do weekly weigh-ins there too, right?
Yes.
Can I see your card?
Yep.
Thank you. Good. But it looks here that it says that you've lost 10 pounds over the last month. Can you tell me about that?
I'm not sure. I don't understand why I've been losing weight.
So what you're telling me is that you're really trying to manage it, and you think you're doing a good job about it, and I can see that you are trying. But it looks like you're losing weight, your clothes are starting to get baggy, and you're saying that your stress level is increasing. Do you think that maybe because of the stress, you aren't eating as much as you should be, and that you're exercising more?
I think so. Actually. Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense?
It does.
What do you think that you can do to increase your appetite and decrease your exercise and cope with your stress better?
I think I need to find other coping mechanisms to instill into my program. I've been relying on going to the gym to relieve the stress for everything, so I guess I could find other ways to relieve some stress so I could juggle the gym a bit better.
Can you think of any ideas right now?
I think maybe an accountability partner would be helpful. They discuss that at the weekly meetings, and how it would be beneficial to have a partner to keep a journal on what you're eating and whatnot. So I think that might be helpful for me.
Good. And do you have someone in mind that you could talk to about that?
I think so.
Good. So why don't we say that you will talk to them before the next session and see if they're willing to do that for you.
That sounds good.